Fucking what?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor a harumph.
Harumph! You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have The Haunted. Yes, indeed, how about that? The Haunted making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Scotty James. Yes, all one word, no space there. I was very specific about that. Scotty James wanted to see me react to this song by The Haunted called Dark Intentions, and in parentheses, Bury Your Dead. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Warghoul, again, all one word. People with their one words, man. And the video has 45,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Haunted, Dark Intentions, Bury Your Dead. When Scotty James made the request, there were parentheses, so I went with that. So, if that's not the right title, don't look at me. Blame Scotty James. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Kind of Slayer-ish, kind of Raining Blood-ish, sort of. Not exactly. Raining Blood's more, you know, to measure before the accident hits, jun, but it's the same concept though. Jun, and then you know riff. Now Slayer goes riff, and then dun. You know, it's that, but this is following sort of the same format, just you know. Accents, riff, accents, riff, accents, riff, accent, riff. You know, it's just it's done a little bit faster. You know, more accents, less riffs. Take that for what it's worth. sick double kick. Double kick was sick. It was tight. Well done, very clean. Very reminiscent of 80s thrash in its approach, in its style, its direction, its energy, its drive. Very reminiscent of 80s thrash. Bands like, early, we're talking, like I said, early 80s, like 83, 84. Bands like Megadeth, Exodus, Anthrax, Overkill, Testament, Death Angel, sure, we'll throw them in the mix. You're gonna hear bands like this, or like those bands, and you're gonna hear this song, and you're gonna go, "Oh yeah, it fits perfectly," with the exception of the vocals. The vocals are the one thing that's not really standing out as far as thrash bands of the early 80s goes. Definitely more modern vocals. The musicianship is nice. Okay, I will give credit where credit's due. I like the musicianship. It's clean. Whether it be the double kick going 1,000 miles an hour or the picking of the guitars and bass, just nicely syncopated with what's happening within the song. Some great accent work. I'll give all the credit in the world to the bass player, the guitar, or guitars. I'm not sure if there's one or two. And the drummer. No problem. Give them all the credit in the world. Having said that, vocally, oof. Not my thing, man. Pure grit and growl has never really been my thing. Now, granted, there are some underlying, like, subharmonic or underlying undertones. I don't know if I would go subharmonic, but I mean, there are some underlying melodics happening within the grit and growl. They are there. They're not very present, but they are there. So it's not pure grit and growl, but the direction they're taking with the grit and growl, there's no coinciding with what's happening within those, sub-melodic lines. There's nothing coinciding with what's happening within the chordal progression in the song. In other words, the vocalist is not singing in tune with what's happening within the song. So, yeah, vocals are, ooh, boy. Oh, man. Woo! Anyway, they are definitely something special. And as far as the chordal progression of the song goes, it's nothing we haven't heard. A lot of octave jumping. 1 8 7 9 A 1 8 7 6 7 A 1. Back to the 1 again, and then go up to the octave and move around to the octave. A lot of that happening, and being honest, it is getting a little repetitive. Like, what else? What else are we gonna do? Are we gonna do anything else? Are we gonna stay there the whole time? I don't know. I guess we got another 2 minutes to figure that out. Let's keep going here. Okay, so we have hit all three. We hit double time, straight time, now half time. Back to double time. The panning. We didn't need that. Okay, well, that just happened. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Could have been better. Definitely could have been better. But it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not horrible. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was The Haunted with Dark Intentions, Bury Your Dead. This was a request from Scotty James. Okay, there's really not a lot to talk about. There is not. This is going to be a short review. I can guarantee it.
We'll see.
Let's start with the score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 6.4. Yep, 6.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.4. What does that mean? Well, a 6.4 would translate to a pretty good scale rating. So overall, I think this was a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. So there you go, 6.4, pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, listen. The only thing this song really had going for it was its clean musicianship. The drumming, clean. Guitar playing, clean. Bass playing, clean. They were all clean. I had no issue with anything that was going on there. Some great precision, some great accent work, no problem. Some great subdivision work, especially when we were playing in unison and we were playing all those subdivided works all together, all at the same time. It sounded really nice. It sounded very clean. I didn't hear any bleed over. I didn't hear any dirt. It was just precise, okay? I will give all the credit in the world to them for that. Their musicianship was clean, on point, no problem. What they were playing, notationally, on the other hand, uninspiring. Absolutely uninspiring. Very repetitive, nothing creative, stuff that's all been done before. I kind of held the parallel of them to like thrash bands that we would hear back in the early 80s, you know, bands like Metallica, Anthrax, Exodus, Testament, Overkill. I would even throw Death Angel in there. I think I mentioned Testament already. You know, stuff like bands like that. They basically took everything that those bands did and copied it. And now look, is there anything wrong with that? No, we're all thieves. We all borrow from each other. It's all fine. But if you're asking me if anything of what I heard of theirs was original, no, absolutely not. Uninspiring, to say the least. It was just rehash, you know? But it was done well. It was done clean. Vocally, not a fan. That's the one thing that wasn't any slash. That was more, you know, new age, you know, metal, new metal. And I just didn't really fit. I mean, it fit in some ways, but it just didn't. It didn't lend itself to the style, I don't think. I feel like it was very disjointed. I felt like it was disconnected. Like, here are the vocals, here's the rest of the song. try to make them push together. It's like taking two north-sided magnets and come on, you can do it. Get there. It came close a few times, but it didn't feel like it lined up. Yeah, it was all right. I mean, like I said, musicianship-wise, I give the musicians all the credit in the world for playing as well as they did, as cleanly as they did. But that's really all this song had going for it. I mean, even the groove of the song was, yeah. So, no thanks. I'll pass. I'm not listening to this song ever again. But it's still getting a pretty good score of 6.4, based completely on the skill of the musicians. So, yeah, 6.4. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got a 6.4, which is a pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.